It's always a part of me. I grew up there. It's the people, the family, the streets, the memories.
3 years since the Beirut port explosion that killed more than 200 people and left thousands injured, a traumatizing event for many, like Wissam Assouad, a Lebanese-Montrealer who was one of the first paramedics to reach the area of the explosion and help.
As I was driving, getting out of where I live, I was seeing shattered glass everywhere. Buildings, cars, a bit. The more I got closer to the area, the more I saw the destruction, devastation. At that moment, I looked around and people were just like in complete loss, like where to go. So I put on my Red Cross emblem and at that moment, it felt like I attracted everyone, like a magnet.
Tons of ammonium nitrate stored in a warehouse at the port of Beirut exploded on August 4, 2020. It had been left neglected since 2013.
Head traumas, people losing consciousness. So around that time, another friend from the Red Cross, who used to be a Red Cross, came and he joined me. So we did a teaming. So we carried people closer to the highway. We stopped Red Cross vehicles, any ambulances that were crossing the highway coming from all around Lebanon. So we filled them up with patients, with injured people, and we took equipment. We took gloves, we took anything that we could protect ourselves and help the patients. So we kept on doing that.
The disaster heavily damaged the city and is one of the largest non-nuclear explosions ever. While several senior officials have been accused in the disaster, none have been officially held responsible. Throughout 2022, the investigation stalled.
They do say Lebanese people are resilient, which is very... I'm starting to hate that word, because being put under the test over and over. They say Beirut was buried 7 times. I consider Beirut was buried 8 times after the explosion. The people's morals was buried. I think people are now in survival mode.
Every 4th of August remains an open wound, one that has still not healed for many in Lebanon and in the Lebanese community here in Montreal and around the world.
Whoever put these stuff at the port and was neglecting them to a point where they destroyed Beirut, I mean, what's stopping them from doing it again?
In Montreal, Farah Mustapha, Omni News.